Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 17th of April, Maundy Thursday, leading into the Easter weekend. With Robert Murray McShane, we're working our way through the book of Leviticus, today reading chapter 21, where the requirements of priests are given to the people of Israel. And not only is a priest to keep himself pure, he can't get involved with dead bodies unless his immediate family. He can't marry people that have been married before. There's all sorts of restrictions on the priest in order to keep him pure. But it continues in verse 16. The Lord said to Moses, "Say to Aaron, for the generations to come, none of your descendants who has a defect may come near to offer the food of his God." And he's not talking about defective behavior. He's talking about some kind of physical defect, which in a sense the person has no control over at all. And he says if he's blind or lame or disfigured or deformed or crippled, things that are just part of life. But if it's like that, you can't come. And he reiterates in verse 21, no descendant of Aaron the priest who has any defect is to come near to present the food offerings to the Lord. And as I read that, I thought it just underlines the holiness and the perfection of God. Nothing imperfect can come to him, which is why when he talks about the offerings, you have to bring a lamb or a calf or whatever of a certain age that is without defect. You can't bring God defective stuff because God is pure. Only pure and perfect can come into his presence. And as we look at our lives, we suddenly realize that would exclude the vast majority of us. And if we're honest, it excludes all of us. Which is why the Easter story is so wonderful, that Jesus comes in our place. And not only is he the lamb who was slain, who takes away the sin of the world, the perfect sacrifice offered for us, but Jesus is also the great high priest that does the offering as well, that is perfect in every way and can go into God's presence and offer sacrifice and represent us there. So the whole glory of the Easter story is that those things which we couldn't do for ourselves, the perfection of God which is so different and so separate from us that we couldn't get to, Jesus has done on our behalf. And on Good Friday, we remember the cross where he offered himself. On Easter Sunday, we celebrate his victory, where that offering is seen as full and sufficient and perfect and accepted, and death is overcome, and life is restored, and our way to heaven is opened in Christ. We don't have the wherewithal. We don't have the perfection. We don't have the righteousness. We don't have anything. But we do have Christ. That is all we need. Be encouraged with that thought. And I pray that you'll have a truly blessed Easter.